And welcome back with another episode of Gaming with Yule, where we're going over the game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals this week. We was close, but no cigar, man. Wind up pulling away, final score 20-17 in Arizona's favor, as you can see. Better showing defensive wise. Offensive a little bit too, but it just went down to who could score in the last quarter, and he did that. So let's take a look at the stats. We have offensive yards gained 389 for Arizona and 299 for Seattle. Had a hard problem passing the ball. He was playing lockdown defense, so we wind up just really, as you can see, we was just rushing a lot. This year we have actually been doing a lot of rushing, which is surprising to me. It's totally opposite. Normally we'll pass a lot last year and couldn't run the ball to save our life. But this Madden apparently is a little bit different. It's letting you get 100+ yards almost every game if you just keep on grinding the ball out. So 172 and to 133. So both teams was, really wasn't a lot of passing till close to the end. But like I said, it was just a good solid game. That's what you want to see. Passing yards, he had 217 to my 166. First downs, 23. We hit 15 this week, which we've been having trouble. I think the last couple games we only been getting like 10 and 13, so 15 is always good. Punt yards, of course, that really doesn't matter too much in there. Kickoff return, he was actually running the ball on out, so he wound up having more kick return yards, so that helped out his average as well. And we have a total of 477 to 321 on total yard gain. Of course, turned the ball over a lot. I was trying to be careful. I was kind of careful a little bit with it, but when you're forced to throw the ball and the running game doesn't work, so just gonna have stuff like that. And then we have third down conversions. He had 8 to my 4. No fourth down conversions, no 2-point conversions, and red zone, I was actually 100%. We only got in the red zone a couple times, and they capitalized on it they capitalized off of it this week, so that was a good thing. He only had 50. One red zone touchdown for him, 2 for me. One field goal apiece for both of us in the red zone. No penalties this game, so that was great. Like I said, it just went down to who was gonna have the ball last, and he kept it. He had 27 minutes 58 seconds. I had 20 minutes and 2 seconds. So we pretty much just was basically just grinding it out between both teams. It wasn't just no passing all the time, so that was, I guess we just played good defense. So let's see if we can just keep it up this next week. Going to the player stats, of course, we'll look at the winner first, which was the Cardinals. Murray, he had a quarterback rating of 90.7, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. His longest was for 27. Got sacked 6 times, so we brought pressure on him. 71% completion percentage. He was 32 out of 23. My bad. 23 out of 32 on his attempts. So, we kept him on the wraps as far as trying to keep him contained, but he was still deadly in the pocket. So, came back to bite us in the butt. Moving on to the rushing, Moore, he had, my bad, that went to receiving, flipped it right past it, but he had 16 attempts with 140 yards. He was averaging 8.8 carry, 5 broken tackles, 60 yards after contact, which He was catching us when we was slipping and trying to fade all the way back and thought he was gonna pass, and he came out running, so he caught us off guard with those. His longest was 33. Then we got Murray. He had 3 for 29. Like I said, we had 29 yards for him. That's good. Because, you know, you mess around, Kyle will be messing around having many yards as the running back. So I think we did a good job at containing him. He was averaging 9.7. Fumbled the ball once. So longest was 24 yards. And then we had Benjamin. He had 4 attempts, 3 yards. So we kept him quiet. 1 broken tackle. 5 yards after contact. 3 yards was the long. And then we had Moore with 2 attempts, and he got negative on the yards after catch. After contact. His longest run was for 4. So he had 4, and apparently we hit him back 4, and that made it even. He didn't get any yards. Moving on over to the wide receiver spot, you have Moore with 6 receptions, 95 yards. 1 touchdown, 18 yard after catch, 3.0 average after catch, 26 yards was his longest. So he did the damage in the end. McBride, he ate us up, 6 receptions, 86 yards, averaging 14.3. Man, he was killing. All I remember seeing is 85 all over the field. Longest reception was 27 yards. Then we got Brown here. He had 5 receptions for 50, averaging 10. Got 1 touchdown off in there. So his longest was 21. So he did a nice job. Did a nice job. Keep us from pretty much taking anything away. So we really couldn't jump on nothing to get any INTs. And, you know, that's what you want from your offense. Garner, he had 4 receptions, 12 yards, averaging 3 yards on the reception, no touchdowns, 18 yards after catch, averaging 4.5 after catch, and his longest reception was for 9 yards because he was finding them when we was blitzing in. So, like I said, apparently our game plan, it worked, but our offense just couldn't pull it through for us, and at the end, defense collapsed on a cover 6. So we're going to have to work on that. Williams, he had 1 reception for 12 yards, no touchdowns, averaging 12, of course, because he only got the 1, 7 after catch. Longest was 12. And then you had Ertz, 1 reception, 5 yards, 2 after rack, so his longest was a 5. Like I said, them 2 guys there, he was either hitting inside to the tight end or else he was hitting outside to Moore, or on a cut out route or out route. So the stuff we're gonna have to work on and watch out for, I guess, you know. Like I said, he was eating that middle up. I actually thought McBride was gonna have more yards than that because he was getting a lot of receptions at first. Like I said, the only reason why he got so many running yards was we was so busy trying to play the pass that, you know, we kind of started getting one-minded, just pass, and started forgetting about the run. So, but let's go over and take a look and see what these Seahawks did. Going back up to the passing, we wind up having to switch the quarterback close to the end. Of course, Drew Lock, we let him start this week. He started getting INTs. We stuck it out to, like, I want to say almost the end of the 3rd. And after he got that last one, I thought it was time for him to sit on the bench. Just wasn't producing for us. I mean, he was seeing routes, but he was also throwing in crazy directions. I don't understand. I mean, like, we would throw the ball, somebody cutting across the field and try to lead them to the out, and that's would overthrow, and just a bad day for Mr. Luck. So of course you can see quarterback rating 34.9, 106 yards, 4 INTs. Longest was 24. Got sacked 2 times. Completion percentage 46%. He tried 13 times and only completed 6 of them. So yeah, not a good showing for Mr. Locke. Then we take a look at Eason over here, and we have 56.2, 80 yards, 1 INT. Longest pass was 32 yards, no sacks on him. This is at a 64% completion percentage. Out of 8 attempts, he completed 5. So yeah, we gotta, hopefully we'll pull somebody out of the draft. I do need to do some scouting. That way I can see who is available, because we're gonna need someone. I should have kept Smith. Like I said, that was my fault for cutting him, but I really don't like playing with Smith, so it was a wise choice, but I didn't think it was gonna cost me this much. So we definitely gonna be scouting, trying to find a quarterback in the off season. Looking at the rushing, had 14 attempts, 83 yards for Kenneth Walker. He was averaging 5.9, because we was just grinding it out, just giving it to him and letting him run up the middle and bang with them linemen and linebackers. So he started kind of pulling stuff off. Had 3 broken tackles, 57 after contact. Longest was 22. Then we got Mr. Penny over here. He had 8 attempts for 44. Averaging 5.5, 1 touchdown, 11 after contact. Longest was 12. As you can see, we try to balance it out between the running backs, that way they don't get too tired and we won't have as many fumbles. Of course, Penny, he's more of a speed back. Walker is more of a power back. I felt like we needed to stick with Walker. I mean, he's not as little and he doesn't get pushed around as much. Actually, Penny weighs more than him and is bigger than him, but I guess, I don't know, he seems wider. Maybe it's just the pads. So let's take a look. Oh, we had one. Do we have one more for rushing? Yeah, Locke scrambled out, got Lockett, my bad. He had 1 for 6, 1 touchdown. So yeah, we always can depend on the veteran. He's gonna come through sometime, so that's good. Then we got receiving. We got Eskridge. We tried to get him boosted up, but we fell short. He was supposed to get 100 yards. We only got him 65. He had 5 receptions, averaging 13 catch. No TDs, 49 yards after catch. Yeah, longest reception, 22. So yeah, a quiet day. Like I said, we tried to go his way, but it started getting a little hectic, especially with all the picks and whatnot. They was just holding them guys tight, man. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I still got him in the slot position. So yeah, I don't know. Might have worked some out. Fant, he had 3 receptions, 60 yards. Rack was 23. Catch average is 7.7, and longest reception was for 32. Then we had Nico Collins. He got in for 3 receptions, snatched up 48 yards. I was gonna say 48 points. I wish it was, but he had 48 yards, averaging 16. Had 3 after catch, and his longest reception was 27. So I don't know. we might have to let Nico play in that slot position. I mean, I like that big body, 6'4". I'm trying to get him a little bit more speed. That way he can actually play the outside and bring something to the table. But right now, having him switching between slot and third, he's growing a little bit. Not as fast as I want him to, but he is growing. Then we got Diesel. He had 1 reception for 13, average 13. Rack was 8, and longest reception was 13. So Metcalf, he was on Lockett, he was on lock. So there you go, right there. That's another reason why we had a problem passing that ball. So let's take a look now at the defense. We had we didn't look at the Colts defense. I mean, not the Colts, but the Cardinals defense. So we might have to run back and see that. But we had Jordan Brooks. He had 3 solo tackles, 6 assists, total 9. No tackles for loss or anything like that. Like I said, it was hard for the defense to penetrate, but at least we did play a tight game and, pretty much just got him to go 3 and out. So it was pretty much a chess match all the way through. Diggs, he had 3 solos, 5 assists for a total of 8. Adams, he had 3 assists. 3 solos, 5 assists, total 8, 1 INT. At Trey Brown, he's still trying to work his way up there and get used to the game. But we had 4 solo tackles, 2 assists, total 6, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack. So his speed is showing, especially when you're having that cornerback blitz. He is showing. Nusa. He had 4 solo, 2 assists for a total of 6, 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. So he was going live this game. I mean, last game I believe he got the little upgrade to star. It might have been star or superstar, 1 or 2. Can't remember right now. But he's turned his game around in that outside linebacker spot. Then we have Sidney Jones. He had 2 solo tackles, 3 assists for a total of 5. Tanner Muse, he had 3 solos, 2 assists for a total of 4. 1 solo, 3 assists, total of 4. 1 tackle for loss, no sacks. Griffin, he was quiet. He had 1 solo tackle, 3 assists for a total of 4 with 1 tackle for loss. Then we had Barton. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this position, for the best to tell you the truth. I want to let him play, but it's starting to get to where he's just having some time of games is what I call him. He'll show up one game, but then the next game you'd be like, where's that guy that we had playing last week? That's who we need up there, but we'll still work with him. He's still young. But let's move on to Taylor. He had 2 solo tackles, 1 assist for a total of 3. 2 tackles for loss, and he had 3 sacks. So that's the man that, caused the most damage. Really, he was helping out, changing the blitz formations. That way it would be more effective. So good thing. Then we have Ford. He had 2 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Al Woods, he had 1 solo, 1 assist, total 2, 1 tackle for loss. And then we have Coleman. He had 2 solo tackles and 1 INT. Harris, he had 1 assist for a total of 1, and that's it. Like I said, we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with this offense, man. It doesn't make any sense to have that much going on and still not accomplish anything. So since I skipped the Cardinals defense, let's go ahead and take a look at the Cardinals defense. You got Collins with 2 solo tackles, 6 assists for I don't know. Did they change something? Oh, tackles. He had no tackles for loss, no sacks, no nothing. Then we had Boyu. He had 3 solo tackles, 2 assists, total of 5. 1 tackle for, 1 INT, averaging 4 yards. Longest interception return. So, yeah, he was everywhere. Then we got Zach Allen. He had 4 assists, 1 tackle for loss, and half a sack. Thompson, he had 1 solo, 3 assists, total of 4. Simmons was quiet. He had 2 solo tackles, 2 assists, total 4. Peters, he had 3 solos, 1 assist, total 4. Then we had Griffin, 2 solo, 1 assist, 3 tackles in all, 3 tackles for loss, and 1.5 on the sack. So, yeah, I was expecting to see more of Buda Baker and company than I did that guy. So where were we? Oh, I lost some spot. Not bad. Bernard, he had 1 solo tackle, 1 assist for a total of 2. Baker, 1 assist, 2 INTs. Golden, 1 assist, 1 tackle for loss. Kiki, he had 1 solo, 1 tackle. Then we had Josh Jackson, 1 assist for a total of 1. And everybody else was quiet. So we're gonna have to clean it up a little bit. We just gotta stop throwing so many doggone interceptions and getting desperate when they score and be frustrated and wanting to score ourselves. But like I said, it was a close match, and you can always go back and look at it on my Twitch page. QuarterMob25 is the Twitch, QuarterMob25. I'm enjoying and chill with the SPA family and watch us ball. So that's just a little quick review of what happened in that game. We should be playing the Chargers, so we will come back and have an overview of that game. But I really do appreciate y'all checking out the video, man. Just hit that like button, please. So, like I said, just come back, hang out with us. Like I said, we normally stream on Twitch every day pretty much, but I might go back to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday like I did once before. So you can just catch us over there anytime, man. And just like I said, just come hang out with us and have fun and look at some football. So I'm about to get out of here. Y'all have a good day, and this is your Brenner out of here, man.